Welcome everybody, welcome back to a video coming to you from the tomb of illumination. This video today is about how they lie. How they lie about this thing here as opposed to the flat earth design. About latitudes and longitudes, okay? Now a lot of their math and their lies are based on their what they call their ellipsoid theory. The field reducing as you move away from the Arctic, okay? I'm about to show how they lie. Now what I've done is I've taken an example of an aeroplane flight from Sydney to Perth, okay? Now Sydney to Perth is 36.344 degrees. So let's step back a bit. How do you know, they talk about time, and sometimes they say there's no such thing as time. That's just to confuse people. Time is based on the sun. The sun is the timekeeper. So everything is governed by the speed of the sun. Because you know, how can you say you're doing 100 miles an hour? What is the hour related to? It's related to the speed of the sun. So it's the speed of the sun that gives us time, okay? Something to relate to, okay? Otherwise there's no such thing. So we're all governed by the speed of the sun over distance. So from Sydney to Perth is 36.344 degrees, right? So what we do is we have to work out how long it takes the sun to travel across this degrees, whether you think you live on this or this, okay? So work out the sun moves 15 degrees per hour, right? 15 degrees per hour and 137 miles per hour in speed relative to this earth, with the global earth, right? But they say that's at the equator. Now if you've been following me, you should know by now that everything expands out from the north to the south. Everything expands equidistantly. So time, which comes out of the center, just like a clock, say that one of these is a clock arm, as it swings across, in between there and there is all the same. It's all relative. It's all equal time over distance. It's all 15 degrees. And the sun moves at this speed over 15 degrees. There's no small 15 degrees or a big 15 degrees, it's just 15 degrees. Okay? So it's all determined by the sun's speed over distance, which is degrees. So the sun, they tell us it moves at this speed at the equator, but I've been telling you, explaining to everybody, that it doesn't matter what latitude you're on, it's all equal. Time over distance is equal no matter what latitude, okay? So just bear that in mind, hold that in your mind. Now, if you work it out, so these are miles, these are kilometers. So this distance, 36 degrees, and the sun's speed at this determines the distance from Sydney to Perth, and it is, the distance is here 4,044.74 kilometers, okay? So this is what we should be working on, okay? Because that governs time and distance. Now I've just done a video regarding the circumference of Earth, how you work it out. Flat earthers can work it out quite easily without knowing anything about this garbage here. But I explained it wrong, so I took it down. I'm redoing it. It's all over the board here, so I've just got to get my head around it. But this video here is all fresh in my mind, so I thought I'd get this out first. But afterwards, go back and relate it to this next video I'll be doing. I'm not sure what day I'll get up there. Okay, so the sun governs everything, time and distance. and then we relate back to that. So this Sydney to Perth flight of 36 degrees 344, we have to refer back to the flight of the aeroplane, the speed and what they give us. So this is the time it takes for the plane to fly from Sydney to Perth, right? 5 hours, 5 minutes to 15 minutes. And this is their distance. They give you this distance here in kilometres. Only 3277 kilometres, not this 4,000. Okay? Now, if you work that out over that distance, that means the plane is only flying 624.19 kilometres per hour. That is 200 kilometres an hour slower than a normal domestic flight aeroplane. So they're lying for a starter. They're lying. The plane moves at this speed, okay? So I'll just go and read what I've got over here. Okay. So domestic aeroplanes fly at a speed of 833 to 900 kilometres per hour, or 517 to 559 miles per hour. Flights I have been on are usually doing about 530 miles an hour. So what they are saying here is the plane dawdles from Sydney to Perth, 200 kilometres an hour slower than normal commercial aeroplanes. Even when we consider 10 to 15 minutes to reach its cruising speed from takeoff and landing, right? It's not much in that. So Earth rotates east in the spinning globe model 1,037 miles per hour, or 1,670 kilometres at the equator, they say, in their globe theory, with speed varying depending on latitude, decreasing as they move away from the equator towards the poles. So they're trying to say that your day and your sun decreases as you move to the poles. Okay? Just bear that in mind. Away from the equator. Okay? So if the sun moves 1,670 kilometres over 36.34 degrees and takes 2.422 hours, then the sun has travelled 4,044.74 kilometres, not 3,294.32. Why is there a 750.42 kilometre difference? And what they're doing is they're using the ellipsoid system method theory to come up with this BS they're spinning, and I'm about to show you, prove they're lying to you, and I've caught them out, okay? They are wanting us to believe that at 32 to 34 degrees south, which is where Sydney and Perth lie on the Earth, that the sun is sweeping around the Earth quicker in the flat Earth model, and the Earth is spinning quicker over the day in that globe model, because the sun's, we have to sweep around it quicker, so the ball has to spin quicker, right? Your time's sped up. That would mean that the day is shorter than, say, Samoa's day. They're up at 13 degrees south, okay? They're at 13 degrees. Perth and Sydney are like roughly between 32 and 34. So they're trying to tell you that the time would be slower here than it would be down here. Because your sun's spinning quicker here. The ball's spinning quicker, or the sun is moving around the Earth quicker out here. Okay? Which would mean the clocks are ticking and moving a lot faster than a clock in Samoa. LOL. In reality, time is consistent between the two countries, and 24 hours means 24 hours, no matter what latitude you're on. Time moves at the exact pace whether you are in Perth or Samoa. Just ring a Samoan in Samoa and both watch your clocks together. Laugh out loud. It's hilarious. Now I'm about to show you how they lie. Now in reality, if the aeroplane flies at 800 kilometers per hour, over the time I've just shown you, the sun is described, has shown us the distance, 4,044 kilometers, and we use their formula, or the basic formula is just time equals distance divided by the speed, right? So there's the distance and there's the speed. What's the answer? Oh, bugger me, look, 5 minutes and a little bit more. 5 hours plus a little bit in minutes. What have we got down here? They tell you the flight is 5 hours and a few minutes. So they lie. One, they're not flying at the speed, and two, it's not this distance. Distance is governed by the sun, by its speed over time, and time as in degrees. Okay? You can't fault that. Everything is governed by the speed of the sun. Okay? And the sun is quicker while I'm here. It's quicker than the stars. It turns up, it races ahead of the stars and comes right round behind, up the back of the stars over a year. It falls short. Because it's fallen short, it's given you the precession of the equinoxes. Even by the day, each day, the sun is 3 minutes 56 minutes quicker. But they don't understand that because it's quicker. Actually, I won't go there. It's a totally, I don't want to lose you. This video is about this, okay? So I've just shown you how they lie, okay? There's no ellipsoid, that's just theory. So it's total BS, the speed of the aeroplane, and that's total BS for distance. The distance, the true distance is 4,000 kilometers. Working on the speed, the time of the clock, the time of the sun. And we know it's speed, using the speed here. That's the speed the sun moves at, kilometers. Over this distance gives you this time. Now, this is where you find out that aeroplanes and everything, the CIA, NASA, are all lying, all liars. And there you go. Just hang out for this other one regarding the size and everything of our Earth related to the flat Earth system. You don't have to believe you live on one of these bloody ridiculous things. If you like this sort of thing, come on over to check out the real stuff over on my Patreon, Tomb of Illumination. Go into saints particularly, saints or sovereign or floodgates. Okay, might see you over there. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video to as many people as you know. Flat Earthers aren't doing it. Well, YouTube's not doing it for me, so it's up to you guys. If you want to share the truth, you want to get the Flat Earth truth out there, start sharing my videos a lot more. Even if you don't understand them, someone else might. You need to have a decent attention span and be a critical thinker and be prepared to investigate things yourself. Just don't believe the bullshit you get online. Do you know how much you can ask the same question 4 times on Google and get 4 different answers, you realise? And every year they change their answers. NASA, never a specific answer. That goes with everything when it comes to this BS theory here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers. Put a likes up.